Hold on, do it again. I ain't see.
Oh my god.
Do it again. Yeah, this is the type of shit that go on before the podcast. Yeah, we like, this is the type of shit that go down with a podcast though. This nigga is practicing on how to sneak food in his mouth while we live. Shit, I can't talk. I be eating meals and shit alive and shit too. Shit, a nigga be hungry, a nigga gotta eat. Hey, welcome back to another podcast, y'all. Hey, y'all know Hollywood in the States and shit. Hey, you dropped your the videos yet? Or the vlogs and shit? Or nah?
No, starts next week.
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
like a specific day? Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Y'all heard the man. The vlogs and shit is dropping in New York. The man is in the States. Hey, before we get started, y'all like to shit up. Y'all already know what to do. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat that came off the note and shit, bro. Look, in this podcast, bro, we got this little reaction video, bro, that I seen going viral and shit. It was a feminist at first saying, I regret being a hoe. And she 43 years old. And now she wants to regret being a hoe when life hit her ass and she don't got her a man that she want. So we just finna react to this shit, break this shit down. And yeah. Hold on, you gonna read the chats and shit? I see you got a lot of chats. Oh, you got it up or now?
Yeah, I got it up. I'm gonna we got www. Let Urgency make a guest appearance. KJ, can I DM you on IG? Sure. I mean,
yeah, what's your IG?
Shit, HollywoodKJ. I'm sure everybody know that shit. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We got new.
Huh? What the fuck?
Oh, that's a bot. It's a bot.
New a dating for all tastes and ages. Okay, that's different. Alright, shout out to all the niggas in the chat though. Hey, I know we haven't really much been reading chat that much, so hey, look, if you comment before, bro, we might just read, you know. And yes, you could DM Hollywood, bro. He might respond, you might not. That nigga got a big ass ego. He don't respond to my shit, so I know he probably not gonna respond to your shit. So
alright,
pull
bro.
up the video and shit, and pull up the video and shit. Oh fuck! Oh, this bitch got wrinkles out the ass. Oh my fucking god. Hold on. Shit, I know some black grandmas that still look good, but these white bitches and they wrinkles, Lord have mercy. God bless America. Free the fucking turtles. This shit is ridiculous. Hold on, I'm pulling up the shit and shit. You know, most professional podcast and shit. All right, there we go. Bet. All right, there we go. Shit, let's hot straight. Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
Yo.
Well.
Hey, you can hear shit? It's good.
Since Ben Shapiro read my piece, I regret being a slut.
Okay, as y'all can see, she's 43 years old. Damn, them wrinkles is hit. Hey, makeup can't even cover up that shit no more. Damn.
Figured it should be out there in my own words and voice because it doesn't sound quite like me. I really just wanted to take a minute, read the piece in my own voice.
She like a vampire. That's canines in her mouth. But she like she'll bite some shit. Look at her teeth. She like she'll bite some shit. Look how she talk.
I really just wanted to take a minute, read the piece.
Yeah, that's canines in her mouth.
In my own voice and tell you about the reaction that I've received and tell you about some of the things I've heard and some of the things that have been put on this essay that I don't feel are what I was trying to say at all.
So for the people that's a little confused, so she wrote a book about her story and shit and how she would act different in her 20s. Hey, all these females need to see this, but shit like this not gonna go viral, of course.
So I'm gonna read it.
She's gonna read her piece.
I've never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. I regret being a slut. Upon opening Louise Perry's new book, The Case Against the Sexual Revolution, A New Guide to Sex in the 21st Century, I'm moved to tears by the dedication. For the women who learned it the hard way. Unlike many other people who have read and reviewed Perry's work, reading her book wouldn't be some academic exercise in contemplating how liberal feminism has let women down. It wouldn't be evaluating what those poor sluts over there have endured in the wake of the sexual revolution. Reading her book was personal. I am one of those sluts.
Damn, just flat out like that. At least she honest. What the fuck?
At least she not lying, bro.
I am one of the, like, she said that shit bluntly as hell.
I'm a case study for her thesis, a cautionary tale. I knew this book was going to be difficult, and it made me realize it's time to finish this essay, one I've been trying to write for 4 years. It's a tough needle to thread. I'm grateful for the ability to control my reproductive cycle.
You gonna shut your bitch ass up?
And make my own money. But that freedom has come at a price. The dark side of the sexual revolution is that even though it liberated women, unyoking sex from the consequences has primarily benefited men. I was first inspired to write this piece when a 19-year-old woman I used to wait tables with asked me, "Bridget, have you ever regretted having sex with a man?" I laughed. Yeah, all of.
Hey, do you think the female that's hoes and bops, you think that they regret like sleeping with all those niggas? Like it's like a feeling that they get, probably.
I mean, I heard that like they do, like you know what I'm saying, after, like you know what I'm saying, but I mean they still go ahead and continue to do it. So I mean, I don't even know if they really regret it. I think they just think they regret it.
Nah, but I feel like that they get back, cause women, shit, when women have sex, is all emotions and shit, bro. If she, bro, lose that emotion, which most women have done, they don't even much got emotion behind fucking niggas. Now they just fuck them just because they think that they could do everything that a man could do. But guess who lose in the end, nigga? The female, cause the nigga gain more reps for fucking the bitches. You lose your value. You're a hoe. A fucking hoe. Don't be a hoe, ladies.
Dirty ass slut.
Ain't know what's crazy? Hey, look, let me tell y'all something crazy about females for the ones that say, "Oh, well, how niggas get the fuck out of these bitches, but we can't." Ask a female, what's her body count? First, she gonna freeze up, right? And then she gonna be like, "Oh, you don't need to know that. It's not your business." And then ask her, "Why is it not my business?" Because she know that it's personal and she know that shit matter. But these hoes try to pretend like that shit don't matter. Bitch, you know you being the whole matters, bro.
Guys, our body count. You know what I'm saying? 0.
And you know what the craziest part, bro? At school, bro, they always had that one bop in high school. We know the girl that got flipped by the whole football team and shit. Who did they shame? They shamed her for being a hoe. So why did they defend hoe behavior? I really do not know, bro. I really don't know.
Of them. That's not entirely true. There was my first love in high school and my first husband. But if I'm honest with myself, of the dozens of men I've been with, at least the ones I remember, I can only think of a handful.
What
That's
the fuck?
That's you can't remember everybody you fucked, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
As a female? Nah, as a female, though.
I'm saying that's wild, bro. That's like that's just crazy.
I don't regret. The rest I would put in the category of casual, which I would define as sex that is either meaningless or mediocre or both. If I get really honest with myself, I'd say most of these usually drunken encounters left me feeling empty and demoralized and worthless. I wouldn't have said that at the time, though. At the time, I would have told you I was liberated, even while I tried to drink away the sick feeling of rejection while my most recent hookup didn't call me back. At the time,
Hey, you know something else that most females do? That go to the club and shit and that's consistently ran through and shit? They all drink and smoke their life away because they know what they done is wrong, bro. They all stay drunk, they all stay high. That's because they know that being a hoe is fucking terrible. If you're a female and you believe that you could do everything a man that could do, bro, please comment. I gotta hear y'all opinion.
It's wild, bro.
I would have said one night stands made me feel emboldened. But in reality, I was using sex like a drug, trying unsuccessfully to fill a hole inside me with men. Pun intended. I know regretting most of my sexual encounters is not something a sex-positive feminist who used to write a column for Playboy is supposed to admit. And for years, I didn't. Let me be clear. Being a slut and sleeping with a lot of men is not the only behavior I regret. Even more damaging was what I told myself in order to justify the fact that I was disposable to these men. I told myself I didn't care. I didn't care when a man ghosted me. I didn't care when he left in the middle of the night or hinted that he wanted me to leave.
Don't fucking start crying. Bro, this is what I don't like, bro. Why can't people just sit there and start crying, bro? Like, nigga, you made him say, okay, nigga, fucking, what are you crying for? You're 40-something years old now.
43.
You're 43 years old. You're gonna cry about something you did in your 20s, bro? Like, can you change it? Why are you crying, bro? Fucking annoying.
And the sad part is, in 15 years, all the females that defend hoe activity are just gonna be just exactly like this, bro.
I can't wait to see it, bro. Honestly,
I'm tweaking this. I thought I was the only one.
Our generation gonna be 10 times worse. They got OnlyFans and stuff, all that shit. Bro.
I thought I was the only one that wanted to see this shit, bro. Cause it's gonna be insane that they all gonna be crying with cats and dogs and shit, and no kids and.
That nigga, all them bags of cat foods and shit, man. Shit.
This what feminism gets you, hoes.
That's wild, bro.
The walks of shame, the blackouts, the anxiety. The lie I told myself for decades was,
hey, do you feel sorry for her? Y'all feel sorry for her?
Fuck no, nigga. I'm laughing at you. Nigga, I ain't tell you to do this shit, nigga. Like, nobody should have to tell you to not fuck this many niggas. When you're realizing that you're fucking them and then they're leaving you, they don't care about you, and you have to drink away all your issues and shit. You don't think that's an issue, nigga? You don't continue to fucking fuck. That's your fault. You grown. Like, what the hell?
And do you know what's crazy? They all get that feeling. The females that's hoes now, they all get that feeling when they fuck niggas after nigga after nigga. They all get that same feeling, bro. They all know that what they doing is wrong, bro. They all get that feeling. I know they do. And they try to hide it, but you can't hide it, bro. That's biologically put in you not to be a hoe. It's simple.
I'm not in pain, I'm empowered. I knew it would be hard to read this. Looking back, it isn't a surprise that I lied to myself, because from a young age, sex was something I was lied to about. Long before I ever had sex, I felt ashamed of my natural sexual urges and awkward in my blossoming female body. Growing up Catholic, all I remember about sex was feeling bad about it before I even knew what it was. I only knew that sex before marriage was wrong. Even the thought of a sexual act or masturbation filled me with debilitating guilt. The first time I kissed a boy, I was convinced I'd be punished, struck down by an angry, misogynistic God. As I got older, I was told to guard my virginity. Well-meaning mothers and aunts were clear that I needed to withhold sex in order to get a man to love and respect me. Sex was a commodity, a priceless gem I had to hang on to that increased in value the longer I held it. It made me feel like property, and although I don't think that was the intention of the wise women who had learned their own lessons the hard way, for me, sex became inextricably linked to my self-worth. The shame and guilt I grew up with regarding sex felt oppressive. I resented the double standard that men could be promiscuous and it would raise their status, and a woman would be slut-shamed for similar behavior.
Thank you. It's fucking facts. Stop with the feminism bullshit. If we fuck a lot of bitches, our status go up. We that nigga. It's the reason why Starting QB always had all the bitches and the bitches always wanted him. Nigga, his status is up there. But if you fuck a lot of men, it's the reason why the hoe in high school, we all know, hey, we all had that one hoe. It's the reason why she got shamed, bro. Come on now.
My burgeoning sexuality...
Oh, don't cry now, bitch. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Bro, she's so dumb, because she literally just said that she was told growing up not to do the shit. She still went on. So, like, why the fuck should anybody feel bad for you? And why the fuck are you crying, nigga? You made a stupid, not even a mistake, nigga. Because it's not a mistake. You did it purposely. Not at all. It's not a mistake. Because you were told not to do it. And you went out of your way to do it. Hey, so the consequence, nigga, you can't cry about it, nigga. Suck it up and fucking continue to fuck more niggas at this point. You're 40-something, nigga. Fucking continue to do it.
Facts. Why not? Gee, you already ran to just become a porn star and make money off of it.
Oh, God, nigga.
Would unfold as a reaction to these repressive religious orthodoxies, old school notions of sexual status, and trauma. I lost my virginity at 17 to my boss at a restaurant where I worked. And a year later...
What the fuck?
She's a fucking hard.
What the fuck?
Fucking hard.
She fucked her boss at her first job.
She's fucking hard.
What the
at
fuck?
At a job, too. Where did they even fuck?
In the kitchen. On the stove.
Think about it, bro. That nigga had her bent up in the fucking fridge and shit, nigga.
Shit, we got some more chats and shit. I don't want them to get too boys. We got some chats and shit on my arena because they kind of loud and shit, so.
Shit, fuck. Where the fuck did I leave off, nigga? We got Shush Sex Bot. Had ass. Hello, who's mans? They probably feel, they definitely feel guilt when after they fuck a bunch of niggas and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A nigga rel up and this bitch was Gucci, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why Why she crying? She crying because she did something she wasn't supposed to do, and she knew she wasn't supposed to do it, and she continued to do it. Now she regrets it. Fucking what, 20, 30 years later, nigga? Like, almost 30.
It's a shame, bro. It's a shame how powerful feminism is and how much power that they think that they gave women. That's not, bro. Women, that's a hoe. You lose in the end. Men that are hoes, it really don't matter, bro. You could either win or lose. It don't matter. I mean, ain't no losing when you a nigga that fuck a lot of bitches, bro. But with a female, you know you lose.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even fuck the girl, you know what I'm saying? So,
and then that's what she wrote in the book too. She said she pushed away all those feelings. She used to lie to herself consistently, saying that fucking all those niggas didn't matter. She tried to push away that shit, but you can't push that away, bro. Like, that's biologically implanted in you. You can't get away with that.
I experienced my first sexual trauma. I felt damaged and dirty, and I blame myself. Everyone responds differently to these situations. I dealt with the overwhelming shame by becoming hyper.
Who else would you blame?
What you say?
You just said that she said some bullshit. She felt damaged and she blames herself. Of course she blames herself. Who else would you blame? The nigga that fucked you? No, nigga, he got. You know what I'm saying? That's another off the list check mark, nigga.
Bro. It's a lot of niggas saying this, but how many females are seeing this? Don't feel sorry for these women. They chose this lifestyle. Fucking facts.
What it is, bro. You chose it, bro. What the fuck?
For sexual.
I don't feel sorry for them at all, because they was the ones. Never mind.
Promiscuous. The culture was right there to pick me up and dust me off. I doubled down on being a proud slut and internalized the biggest and most damaging lie, that loveless sex is empowering. I basked in the girl power glow of that delusion for decades, weaponizing my sexuality while convincing myself I was full of the divine feminine. I was full of shit. I told myself
you're damn right, you old bitch.
that because I could seduce a man, I was powerful. But as Perry says in her book, women can all too easily fail to recognize that being desired is not the same thing as being held in high esteem. Deep down inside, I knew that to be the case. But as a defense mechanism, I created a man-eater persona. My mantras were rigid. You can either have a career or a relationship, but you can't have both. Intimacy is creepy. Motherhood and children are a trap. Sex is only about power. Another set of lies built on trauma. Sex isn't just about power. It's also about intimacy and vulnerability and trust. Things I wanted nothing to do with, because implicit in modern dating is a complete lack of expectations, especially those of chivalry. Whenever a man wanted to pick up the tab or pull out the chair or open the door or pick me up or take me to dinner or see me during the day or wait longer than the first date to have sex, I was shocked and suspicious of them. Was he a serial killer? Casual sex is fraught with insecurity and miscommunication. Intimacy and love are punchlines. When a man I slept with had the courtesy to reach out, I mistook relief for happiness, rewiring my brain to be grateful for the bare minimum. The saddest realization is how low I set the bar. A lifetime of allowing myself to be the other woman, taken for granted or treated like a doormat under the false pretense of being empowered, came to head one night with the arrival of a text message from an on-again, off-again lover.
Hey, females really think that they have, well, most females that get all them DMs and shit, they think that they really have options, but it's not options. It's just niggas that want to fuck you, and they gonna say and do anything it is to get what they want, and that's what they don't understand, bro. Niggas is gonna lie to you just to fuck you. They want your pussy, alright? They don't want to take you serious. They just want your pussy. So don't think you really got relationship options, bro. You just got niggas that just want to fuck you. It's simple.
Good night, baby. I love you, it said, quickly followed by wrong person. Rock bottom doesn't always look like loose.
That nigga's a real nigga. Hey, I got a definite, bro.
He bold, nigga. Nigga, I would just play it off if I just wouldn't respond. So I just, bro, that's bold. He said, my bad, wrong person. That's bold.
And then crazy part is, I think he hit too, huh? Bro, that nigga is a real nigga.
Bro, that's
you're a different type of breed to do this.
That's how you know you never give a fuck, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying, if you get like care of the person a little bit, you're gonna let it feel. You know what I'm saying, just let it slide.
Facts.
Like it was meant to be. But if you have no feelings at all, nigga, you just gonna be like fucking nigga, wrong person. Like,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, facts. But hey, females get mad when niggas look at them as sex objects. When the only thing you see on Instagram is ass and twerking and titties and all that. So like you portraying yourself as a sex object. I mean, you can't expect somebody to respect you if you can't respect yourself. So I mean,
bro, like that's exactly what I'm saying. I can't respect you that can't respect yourself at first, bro. You don't respect yourself. You treat yourself like a whore, a slut. In the world, men are gonna treat you like that too, bro, because that's what you're portraying yourself as, bro.
Facts. Hey, females, y'all should listen, bro, because niggas is saying whatever they is to fuck y'all, bro. Don't think that y'all special, bro. They say whatever they gotta do to get in your drawers, sweetheart. They don't care about your heart. Oh, what a shit at,
losing everything or ending up in jail. Sometimes it can be that sick feeling in your gut when you know emotionally you're done. I wanted to be able to have meaningless sex like a guy, but it didn't work. After years of writing for Playboy, I've learned it doesn't work for a lot of men either. For years, I tried unsuccessfully not to catch the feels. Even that expression is so telling about the way emotions are viewed regarding relationships, as if they're a cold or a flu or some kind of sickness you need to get over. I'm not speaking for all women. I know many women with a solid sense of self who happily have loveless sex. This piece won't make them defensive. But a lot of women will read this and bristle, just like I did when I used to read something that pushed back on the lie I'd built my entire identity around. Or maybe you're a trans or non-binary person reading this thinking, what quaint ideas about gender and sex this old tradcon has. And to that I'll say, it makes sense to me that the generation of young women who've experienced and borne witness to some of the worst side effects of unyoking sex from consequence and love that Perry meticulously outlines in her book, Rough Sex, Hookup Culture, and Ubiquitous Porn, would take a look around and decide, I'd rather be a man. Or more accurately, I'd rather not be a woman. But maybe it's the inevitable conclusion to the sexual revolution. Today's youth are fed an even more dangerous lie than the one that was fed about loveless sex. I was told sex doesn't matter. They're being told biology doesn't matter. This is a tragedy.
Facts, bro. Fucking facts. Hey, Grandma, say, what's her name? Grandma, no, she ain't got a name. Well, Grandma preaching right now. I'm about to say Grandma,
Grandma, bro. That's wild. She's just a cougar. Yo, Mike. You talking now? Sure, bro.
Ew, my girl.
Yo.
There go.
I'm not suggesting we return to some Victorian era notion of sex or some 1950s era ideal about gender roles. I'm now 43 years old and I'm in the first truly healthy, intimate relationship in my life with my second husband. We recently had a daughter. And in the wake of her birth, I've been thinking a lot about the conversations I'm going to have with her and the conversations I wish I could go back in time and have with young Bridget. I'd tell her, sex can be empowering when you're coming from a position of healthy self-esteem. If you're coming from a place of trauma or insecurity, casual sex won't heal that. In fact, it might set you back and undermine any progress regarding your feelings of self-worth. If you know your value, you're less likely to sleep with someone who doesn't value you. Cherish yourself and you will be cherished. You shouldn't have to withhold sex for a man to respect you. He should respect you regardless. Sexual empowerment has nothing to do with how many people you do or don't sleep with. It has to do with how comfortable you are in your skin, no matter your decision. It's not about waiting until you're in love to have sex. It's about making sure that first you love yourself. Don't ignore that nagging gut instinct telling you sexual liberation leaves you feeling unfulfilled. You can still be sex positive and accept that for you, sex can't be liberated from intimacy and a meaningful relationship.
Bro, like, bro, like, every single day, it's so easy to be a female. The only thing I'll probably have a problem with is the period shit and having a baby. That's probably the only thing. It's so, like, I feel like it's easy as hell to be a female. Probably because I'm living in a male life, bro. I feel like it's easy to be a female.
Don't be a hoe. Just don't be a hoe.
It's that simple. And you could be a hot...
Just look good, bro. It's not that hard, bro.
You could be a high-value woman by just having two bodies. And submissive, bro. It's literally too easy to be a high value. It's too easy, bro. It's too easy.
I regret being a slut. I regret it because I regret that those men can say they slept with me. Still, that's how I know I finally value myself. Every woman should feel this way. Sleeping with me is a privilege, and you have to be worthy.
Hey, you agree with that?
So what?
I say you agree with that?
Yeah, nigga, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's how every woman should think. If women think like that, bro, there would be no hoes. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fucking fact. And they over here empowering each other. God, don't worry, go fuck him anyway. No, sister.
But, you know, and then if all women were like that, we'd have no hoes. You know what I'm saying? We would be sad. So, I mean, hey, not every woman, don't take that advice, bro. You'll say, keep me in a hoe, bro.
Hey, they're not gonna listen to us anyways. They're not gonna listen to her. They're not gonna listen to Bridget. So, I mean, see, they gonna be hoes regardless. Hey, hoes gonna be hoes. But once a hoe, always a hoe. I know y'all heard that before.
Wow.
The reaction to this has been overwhelming.
Hey, check your phone real quick.
It went huge.
Yeah, real quick.
It's, as of now, had almost 325,000 views. And that's not including just how much it's sept everywhere. As I mentioned, Ben Shapiro read it. And it's women, hundreds of women.
No fucking free promo. She try to promote her poo-ass book. And I'm just saying, hey, props to you for coming out here, you know, and letting these young ladies know. But they not gonna listen to you, sweetheart. It's mostly males that just watching this, and they just gonna keep being hoes. And the trend is not gonna never end. Probably till shit. When you think the trend gonna end? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna end because we normalize females having whole phases now, and they said and they think they settle down when they ready to settle down. But it don't work like that because you do not marry you, sweetheart.
Who are writing me.
Hoes, so I mean, fuck, who else are they gonna look up to, bro? They look up to fucking Cardi B. Fucking who? Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? All these new ones now, the FR. Fuck nigga free.
Fuck nigga free. I ain't gotta worry about no hating ass nigga. Some shit that they be singing. Oh yeah, then they got another song. Niggas ain't shit. Wake up in this shit. Yeah, they got a whole song.
That one, bro.
I swear to Peaches, they got a whole song. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. Makeup is shit. Some bro, whatever the fuck they be saying. But that shit is insane. That's the type of music that these females listen to, bro. It's insane. And then that's the main bitches that's submissive and feminine. Like Cardi B lying to you hoes, talking about she don't cook and she clean. But she cook and she clean for all her children.
Woman who wants to write me, please.
And her man.
Please reach out. And you can write us at iampoliticallyhomeless@gmail.com.
What type of email is that? I'm politically homeless? What the fuck?
Is a good place to reach me with this kind of stuff. And mostly it's women just saying thank you for articulating what I felt or I haven't been able to articulate. I have a good example of this that I've been given permission to read. I know it's a few weeks old, but just because Bridget mentioned in this week's Dumpster Fire, I will too. Bridget's I Regret Being a Slut essay was seriously a turning point in my evolution as a grown woman. And I don't mean in a small way. It was like an Oprah aha moment for me. Coming both after the long and drawn-out breakup of a complicated months-long relationship and my 40th birthday, it spoke to me in a way that forced me to admit so many things to myself, not in a shameful way, but in a compassionate way. The first time I read it, I felt it viscerally, so much so that I had to read it several more times to digest it fully. Without knowing it, I was finally facing the things I'd tried so hard not to admit to myself for so long, and it was a lot. I sent it to my therapist even and was like, here, this is both what I feel and what I've been trying to avoid feeling. I've been working on me and my own growth for a few months now and facing that part of myself, the fucked up way I've allowed myself to be treated by men, the men I attract, and the lies I've told myself about how it makes me feel has been a pretty rough but illuminating ride. But I'm so glad I dove into those dark waters. I can't imagine how hard that it was for Bridget to write because I know how...
She picked one of the worst ways to try to touch females, bro. She picked writing a fucking book. Who the hell in 2022 do you hey, name 3 people you know off the tip of your fingers that read, bro. Nobody fucking read in 2022. She picked one of the worst ways to try to touch females. Hey, but at least she trying, I guess. But that feminism shit too powerful, bro. You can't stop that shit.
How hard it was for me to ingest. But I am so thankful. It was like a stepping stone that I needed to trip over and bruise myself with before getting up and moving on. Just thought I'd share that. Yet another reason why this place is the shit. By this place, she means Fantasy.com, which is my subscription.
What the fuck?
What the fuck you think this is? What the fuck you think this is?
Or pill, not whatever the fuck she just...
But you ain't much petty enough to try to do this.
ForeignPill.com.
Facts, ForeignPill.com. Well, shit, whatever the hell that's gonna lead you to.
I don't know, nigga. Shit, I don't want to contend it, honestly.
We don't know what it's gonna lead you to, but shit.
Here a lot, and I feel like with Gen X women in particular really relate to this, and it's like they're stumbling back from a war being like, go back, it was a lie, it's a trap. It just seems like women who have been sold this kind of millennials too, in particular, the like people who grew up with Sex in the City and this idea that we can just have sex with men consequence free and that it doesn't somehow damage our soul. And this is, again, not me speaking for all women. I'm just speaking for myself and a lot of...
What? Why would you say that? Them females sleep with a lot of niggas that is damaging their soul, and they know that. Why the hell would you say you speaking for yourself and not? Oh, let me guess, it's the female shit where they don't want to offend each other and shit, so...
Exactly what it is, bro.
Women have said that they identify with this. And then there's like all...
Hey, y'all females gonna keep being hoes anyways, but hey, just know that you just gonna keep getting fucked by the whole team, and niggas just gonna forever get their wee-wee wet too, shit. Hey, we win at the end of the day, by the way, ladies, so if you're a hoe, feel sorry for you.
The stuff that gets put on a piece like this. I didn't start feeling this way just because I got married and had a kid. A lot of people were like, yeah, everybody feels this way when they get married and have a kid. I wrote the first draft of this in 2017 before I even met my husband. And I have been struggling to finish this because it is a hard piece to thread the needle. As I say, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. There have been so many...
Wait, what happened? Wait. I missed it.
What you mean throw a baby with the bathwater? Yo, what did I miss?
I don't know what the fuck I just heard. Hey, y'all know something I can't stand over? Men get shamed for having standards, and one of the standards that we always get shamed for is a woman's past. Like, I'm seeing a lot of females saying, our past shouldn't matter. If we could go together and we can make a better future. No, bitch. Stop trying to drop our standards. Men, stop dropping your standards. Stop being with hoes, bro. Get what you want out of a relationship, and if she not giving it to you, leave. Nigga, take control of your life, bro. Cause you let females run our life too much, like we not the man in the relationship, like we don't lead shit no more, niggas. What happened to the niggas that lead shit?
Yeah, nigga.
Shit, now we got bitches. These niggas is bitches.
Amen. Niggas, bro.
That's the quarter of the year, bro. That's the quarter of the year, bro.
Okay, nigga. Niggas is bitches.
Oh shit. I accidentally clicked on full screen. There you go. My fault, y'all. What the? It keep doing it.
What that bitch at?
This shit. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, full screen. There we go, y'all. There we go. My fault. The technical difficulty. W producer.
Advances for women that are important that have come from the sexual revolution, feminism more so than I would say the sexual revolution, but things like being able to control your reproductive cycle and being able to work and earn your own money and not be just oppressed under a system where they feel like second-class citizens is really important. And women have never really been able to make those choices for themselves throughout all of history. I don't want to just throw that away because I think that's important. And a lot of people will be like, see, you know, feminism as a whole was a mistake. And I don't want to throw those women under the bus at all. First wave feminists literally died for the cause, the right to vote and the right to be heard, and they lost their families in some instances. So I don't want to undermine those women who have fought and come before us. I think the piece that's more important is what's happened in the wake of the sexual revolution. It hasn't been great for men either, by the way. There are so many men who reached out to me and different perspectives from men, how they've seen it affect women in their lives and how that's affected them, how it's affected them as men, not knowing the damage they might have been causing in sleeping with a woman who thought she was empowered but wasn't, and coming to terms with some of that. I've heard from lots of gay men.
That nigga's a bitch.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nigga's a bitch. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If a girl let me sleep with her, nigga, and she feel like she regrets after, that's your problem, not mine. You still made it sick. You a grown woman. Like, I'm tired of women acting like want to act like they're so mature and they want to act like kids at the same time. Nigga. Like, nigga, you made a mistake. The nigga should not have to feel no ways about that shit. Nigga. I do not care if you feel less of a human and less of a person. I don't care. That's the decision you made. I didn't make the decision for you. Nobody forced you to do that, bro. You just open your legs for the nigga, bro. You continue to sit there and lay there while he was going in and out of your pussy, nigga. And now you want to regret it and try to make it.
You can't forget, hey, you know they brag to the whole team too. Hey, the niggas in the locker room, you know, hey, and even the boss too. Hey, bro, you know the boss was telling all the employees, yeah, bro, I hit that. And then I bet you it was an old ass nigga that was probably the boss too, bro. And
you know that young girl we just hired? Oh, you did that? Hell yeah, my nigga. She probably put the nigga against cold shit, bro. Bro, the whole team was probably hitting, bro.
Everybody in the restaurant most definitely hit. You know she probably left that part out on purpose. Shit, she didn't want to go too deep in it herself.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in that though, honestly. She's like kind of.
Hey, but why is it so hard for females to understand that we don't want a bitch with a past? Like, they want the unrealistic shit. They want a nigga that's 6 foot, but we don't send y'all for that shit. You want a nigga that grow some inches?
Bro, we want shit that you can control, nigga.
Yeah, they really want shit you can't control at all, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, I can control if I'm 6'7". I can control if I start losing hair or something, you know what I'm saying? That's natural stuff. We just want a girl that acts like a girl and fucking respects herself. That's all we want, nigga. That's all we want. Act feminine. Respect yourself, nigga. It's not hard. You can do both those things by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should not be taught either one of those things. Those are things that, as a woman, you should be able to do. But we get shamed for that. For wanting that.
Bro, let's be honest, bro. Females don't care what a nigga want, bro. Ask any female that's in a relationship right now. Probably some of them probably know exactly what their man want. Most of them, they just assume that they know what niggas want. You don't know what really a nigga want, bro. We the most simplest creatures ever. Nigga don't want much. They just suck a little dick every once in a while. We don't want much, bro. That shit not that fucking... Like, they act like we want the fucking way. They want 6 foot, a nigga that can fly, a nigga that can do about 3 backflips. Like, they want that unrealistic shit, bro. And then they come about that we don't want a bitch with a pass. Yeah,
you gotta be $1 billion. How much you making? I work at Burger King. What you mean?
Oh man! And then they try to set their standards high, like they that high of a value. Bitch, you got 50 bodies, and you think you finna get you $1 million? Now that shit dead. That shit dead, bro.
Men who felt and identified with the feelings about promiscuity that I reflect in my piece. One man wrote me, and again, always with permission, I read these. Thanks so much, Bridget, for your column about regret and your shifting perspective on the sexual revolution. My mother had a story much like yours with some variations, including having a son, me, with a front row seat to her many men. She died in November of a prescription drug overdose. Ooh. Accidental, probably, after a long history of addiction. But in the month...
Oh, she crying again. Wham, wham, wham.
You know, she crying because somebody died. Damn.
Oh, my fault.
That was dead, my fault.
Thank you, Taylor.
Hold on.
Appreciate it again. Huh?
What just happened there?
What you mean?
What just went down right there?
What you mean what just went down?
And what transaction just happened? Hey, LGC.
I made that.
LGC.
Hey, shout out to the queen for making the food, man.
He just made Lil Snaggg food and handed it to him while he's doing a pot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You think maybe you could do like a little more like that?
Oh, boom.
Now she gotta be an extra. She's got.
Hold on. I want to hear Taylor opinion on this. All right, Taylor, what do men want? What you think men want?
I'm not answering this question.
LGC answer too. LGC answer too. LGC, what do men want? What you think men want?
He wants you. Lil Snaggg.
What do you think men want in a relationship? Well, in a female.
You said what? What do you think men want in a relationship? Loyalty and sex.
Hey, she not too far. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, see, that's the main two though. See, what you think men want in a relationship?
Kiwi, I gave you my answer
the question, cause
like
you know
10
y'all.
times.
I know you never did it on stream though. Give it for
Yes,
the
I
lady.
have.
I know. Give the ladies some advice that they trying to secure them a man.
They don't know how to get their man and keep their man.
They don't know because
what to tell
feminism
them.
and all this bullshit. They believing in being hoes and stuff. So help them out.
I'm
You're not
gonna
a hoe, so you
cringe
can
when I
help.
say it. Why you
Say it. Tell them. Help out the ladies. You want all your peers to be hoes? Oh, you want them all to be? She said, yeah. Things that I want.
Peace.
Hey, peace. Yep. Facts.
I'm trying to say something that have all of them combined. Like,
Nah. You don't gotta say. Just say three. Just say the main three. You don't gotta. It's not main thing. Just say three. Just say three things. Cause we only want like what, 5 things? What?
don't say
it.
Okay, being loyal.
Being loyal. Peace. And what else? And just say another one.
Emphasis on the peace.
You know.
Well, I'm different from all these other girls.
You're not different from all these other girls. You're not different from all these other girls.
What I do for you is
yeah, you is different.
okay.
Ain't no female gonna bring that nigga a play while he out here working. Ain't no bitch ain't never do this for me, thing. Hell yeah, it's good. I appreciate it. Well, that goes to show y'all, most females do not know what a nigga want, bro. But if they do know what a nigga want, yeah, you gotta one up on all these bitches. Oh, she crying because somebody died though? Ain't my fault. I thought she was crying because of the bullshit of her getting ran through. My fault.
Death, I've often thought she was, at least in part, also casualty of sorts of the sexual revolution. It's a long, complicated story, but I believe it is one you would deeply understand. I so appreciate your work, your humor, and especially this most recent essay. You helped me understand my mom and remember her with compassion, even as I deplore the cultural lies which contributed to her struggles. I've noticed some cads on Twitter being creepy.
Imagine what Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks and them saying right now, looking at all this. Imagine they just looking down at all these girls that they didn't lost their lives. I mean, not lost their lives, that they didn't fought over and shit, bro. Imagine, just imagine, bro. Like, that shit.
It's wild.
Creeps, and just wanted you to know there are men who found your essay meaningful and important. I'm so glad your story will have a different ending than my mother's. I appreciate you and I'm rooting for you. Congrats on the baby and God bless. Yeah, it could have been me. That story affects me because there's a real body count, I think, to this. I, again, can only speak for me in the attempts to grapple with the shame that I felt around my sexuality and around all of these confusing issues and ways that I was feeling, and then feeling like I didn't have a right to have those feelings because the culture is telling me another thing. Go be empowered, rah, rah, this is awesome. I turned to drugs. I turned to alcohol. I tried to escape, and I easily could have ended up in a much worse position than I'm in had I not got sober and really looked at a lot of these issues. And then there were the people who felt like I didn't really go far enough. They were like, she's almost there. With this idea that you should only have sex within marriage, which is not something I believe or agree with. If that's what you believe and that's what you feel you want to share with your spouse, and that's something that is a part of your...
What you said?
Nah, she was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, you should be married before you have sex. That's what I believe too. I don't know about you, but me.
Yep. Yep.
Your values, part of your religion.
What are you talking about? I'm a virgin. Man of God.
Wow, that was crazy.
I don't...
Man of God. I didn't put it on God. I said man of God and I crossed my heart. I didn't say I'm a virgin on God. I said I'm a virgin, man of God.
So wait, so say you a virgin on God then?
Huh? I'm not a virgin on God, bro. I don't put the last name in vain.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't have any problems with that, but I'm not putting that on people either. I want people to be coming from an honest place of what they believe about sex for themselves and not reacting to a culture, not reacting to a religion. So many of the oppressive religions and that system has like messed people's heads up about sex too. So I don't think that is the answer either. And I will say to women out there who feel this on a visceral level that A, you're not alone. There's thousands of us, literally thousands. B, it's never too late to reclaim that.
Stop lying to him.
Yo. Oh shit.
There we go. What I about to say, females don't understand what, fuck, I lost my train of thought, I was trying to fix my mic. Oh, that's what I was about to say. Females don't understand, they are literally on a time clock, and I don't say that to be, like, rude, or y'all think I don't know, for the people that call us a misogynistic moron, you are on the time clock. Your eggs run out at a certain age, you lose value at a certain age. They need to understand, as you get older, you lose value. So why not in your 20s, get you a breadwinner, get you a winner, that 1% nigga that you want, and you could just live happy, and that's a good, that could be a W in today's fairy tale, bro. The delusion and shit, bro. It could be a W in there, bro. And by the way, females, I know y'all don't care what niggas want, but nobody wants an old bitch, by the way. If you think you're still attractive at 50,
50 is wild.
She telling them that it's not too late, and it's definitely too late. You're 43. I'm sorry. I'm definitely sorry. You're 43. I mean, she
43. 50, bro. So
yeah, she left with the simps now. The old men simps. The niggas that work at probably Home Depot that come home from work every day. That's the nigga she left with, bro. So I mean, if she want those shit, she get the scraps, she get the leftovers and shit.
That's wild.
Self-worth and that feeling of love for yourself. And
hey, no, I'm joking. Hey, look, if you old and you work at Home Depot, hey, look, that was all a joke. I'm not mean and shit.
It starts with you, and it starts by just being honest about those feelings. And C, don't be afraid.
Wait, what you said?
ForeignPill doesn't support hard-working old men that work at Home Depot. That's makes
it's not that I don't support them. I don't believe, and this is the reason why I work so hard. I don't believe in anybody that's old working at all. In my eyes, I believe that they grandchildren and children should have been retired them. It's a shame that we got grandmas and papas working at Walmart till they 80-some years old. I really found it embarrassing, bro, and I don't want to be an embarrassment to my last name or my ancestors and shit. So that's why I'm putting in the work. So retire all of them, and that's how y'all should think too, bro. Don't be a disgrace to your fucking family.
They should have worked harder to get something. What the fuck I gotta work hard for that for?
Still, I'm about to say, I'm putting my mom in retirement. I'm putting every old person that I know in retirement, bro. I don't want them to have to work a day in their life ever single again, bro. Wait, that made no sense. I don't want them to work a day at the job ever again. Okay, there we go. I bet.
Afraid to share this with a professional who can help you work through a lot of the issues. The problem with so much of this stuff is that you keep doing damage to yourself. At least I did. In my attempt to keep proving to myself that sex was empowering, that I could have sex like a man, I kept damaging myself, damaging my spirit and soul in ways that I didn't really fully comprehend at the time. I was too young, and I was too high or drunk in many instances.
Don't blame it on being young. Nah, you was just too brainwashed. I ain't gonna cap. You was brainwashed. What the fuck is this? I got a fly flying around. What you said?
Her parents, her family told her not to do it. She was just dumb, not even brainwashed. She was.
Oh yeah, so she had the household of the women actually. Like she had a woman that she could look up to. She chose to look up to the Cardi B's and the Megan Denise and the WAP knee shit. Yeah.
And you can see when I read the piece, it's still painful because I wish I knew better.
Don't start crying.
And I guess part of
you knew better. She said that she had her mama and her aunties telling her you had influences. Like that's your
A
mistake.
lot of
I'm sorry.
girls don't have egos. That's why they end up the way they did. Man. You ended up because of your poor decision making. Like you was told what to do, you was told what to do, did it, and you still did it.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for her at all, and I know y'all gonna call us mean or whatever, but we don't feel sorry for behavior like this. And she was probably one of the women that had a lot of followers on social media that told the women, more women, that they could do whatever they want. And she got friends that's probably 43 with that ain't got no bad and shit.
43 years ago, what the fuck? Her ass was on MySpace, you know, telling them
The reason that I wrote this piece is for my daughter. I want her to know better. And for all the young women out there,
that's another thing females don't think about. Do you want your daughter to look up to that's that wet end pussy, talking about the wop, the wet end gushy? You want your daughter to be looking up at niggas ain't shit? Like, why do, like, y'all don't see that? Like y'all let that be our role model. So what you think your daughter's gonna do? Obviously they gonna see you, niggas ain't shit. Like, that's so idiotic, bro. Retarded. Shit, hey, I ain't gonna cap. I'm happy I'm a man.
Facts.
you don't have to play that game. If you feel in your heart, like, I don't think I can have sex with someone and not get attached, and I don't know the person, and I feel like it's very intimate. Though you're right. That's true. And again, when I said it hasn't been great for men either, it is simultaneously given men permission to kind of just be these cads, and in doing so, and Louise talks about this in her book, Cads versus Dads. They're losing out on meeting a woman of substance, and they're losing out on having the opportunity to have an intimate relationship and pursue a family and all of these things that come that are so rewarding and fulfilling. And because the women who might feel this way know this about themselves, there are so many good women that I know who are single, because how can you compete in the dating world with men who can have sex with as many women as they want if you don't want to have sex with somebody right away? So they're not even. And
another thing, and y'all, I'm gonna keep saying this because y'all females don't know a lot, bro. You at 30 cannot compete with the 21-year-old working at fucking IHOP. You cannot fuck with her. She's a bad bitch. You're old. She's a bad bitch. You can't fuck with her. It's simple, bro. Hey, but they don't like to look at it as competition. But everything you do in life is competition, bro. It's literally a competition, bro. You competing to try to get the best nigga possible before these other bitches. And, well, look like Miss Odie right here lost.
Engaging in this market.
Hey, look, but I'm happy her daughter gonna grow up better, though, because she made the mistake. So, hey, W daughter at the end of the day. Of
Mates and dating. That's a tragedy too, because some of the best women I know, smartest, most loving, nurturing women I know are single and not even going on dating sites. Why would you, when it's just men generally looking for hookups? So this hookup culture and this way that we've been told is okay has been damaging to everyone. I don't think it's just women who are suffering the consequences.
Oh no, bitch! Don't blame men. Don't blame men. And no, I'm not talking about y'all. She said something like 30 seconds ago about men. I mean, basically what she was saying is that that men are the homemakers, and it's true. Say we are homemakers. It's true. Well, not me. I'm a man of God. I would never do some shit like that. That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
It's the best. And I think you're going to hear from more women about this. And again, I'm not speaking for all women. There are plenty of women who can have loveless sex, and every woman can choose what's right for her. But I think sometimes when you're...
Stop lying to them. You cannot go against biology, bro. You cannot go against biology, bro. You can't.
Making that...
You are hardwired not to be a hoe. It's simple. It's not that hard, bitch. I mean, not her, y'all specifically. I'm just saying for the,
choice, and you are supported by a culture that's telling you sex is just sex, or it's all about power, or it's unyoking it from the consequences of sex, but also unyoking it from your heart, which is what I did for so many decades. Listen to your intuition. If you know that about yourself, trust yourself. And don't avoid those little voices that are saying, maybe this message might be for other people, but it doesn't work for me. If you're doing something that's making you feel bad about yourself, don't keep doing it and hope that it's going to make you feel less bad, which is what I kept doing. I kept thinking I can just fuck.
Cheat day, never miss a beat day.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's my OBS. They got ads or something. I don't know. Music been playing on this shit the whole day too. I muted the streaming shit though. I don't know what is that playing. Bro, what the fuck? I got an ad just randomly playing in my ear right now. I got a random ad just like playing in my ear right now. I don't got no other tabs open either. This the only one. And my OBS been doing this shit all day. Like, OBS got ads now, I guess, y'all. Alright, there we go. It stopped. Bro, this shit just started singing in my ear. Sweet day, need day. She sponsors us, and I'll let y'all play y'all ad. Try to get a nigga copyrighted. Hey, y'all, that's W producing right there, bro. Ain't nobody would have muted that shit on time as I just did.
My way out of the shame. And that's not what happened at all. I ended up making a mess of my life, but a mess in my own psyche that was really, it's taken me years of therapy, years of work. Being in a loving relationship has helped a lot. You know, they say relationships heal. A lot of that stuff, I have found that to be true. And just accepting that I can forgive myself for a lot of the choices I made. I can forgive myself and have compassion.
You think she was a bad bitch back in her 20s?
Probably.
So 20 years ago, I wasn't even much born. So she was, what, 23, 20 years ago. So I wasn't even much born. Y'all think she was a bad bitch? Bro, I ain't gonna cap. Kind of old. She look kind of, not the best.
For myself and compassion for that young girl. I was reacting to trauma, reacting to a double.
Alright, y'all, the video basically over. Y'all, they just got 50 seconds of it. Man, I feel like she finna free promo for her book and shit. So we just gonna close this shit off right now. Yeah, we just gonna fit.
Let's sponsor. We'll promote your book all the way.
Yeah, in fact, just sponsor us and we'll promote your book. But by the way, to be honest, I don't feel sorry for you, but to be honest, I do respect you for putting that shit out on the media for the rest of these females to try to see, which they not gonna see. It was all mostly niggas in the comments and shit too. But I ain't gonna cap, y'all gonna have to end it off. I know y'all hear this shit in the background, so apologize for the short stream, but y'all gotta forget y'all know my situation and shit, so. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about the what's her name? The 43-year-old woman, ex-feminist. Y'all let me know what y'all think about her in the chat, comments, and all that shit. Just going to this bitch. What the hell? I want this stream low.